I'm Anne-Marie Wilson. I'm an assistant professor of history at Leiden University College, and I teach in global history and gender studies, and right now I'm busy with our community project course, which is part of our global citizenship program. The community project is a service learning course that combines academic study with direct service to the local community. So in this case, our theme is multicultural education in The Hague, and with me the students are reading and discussing the philosophy of education, the history of education, policy formation in education, and every week they're also working as volunteers in local high schools, serving a diverse community of students. The students come to appreciate how challenging teaching is and also how rewarding it is, and that of course is nice at the end of the semester when a student says, wow, teaching is really demanding, and we appreciate the work that our teachers have done for us over the years. At the end of the day, what it's really about is developing a better understanding of difference and inequality in the world around us and the very local community around us, and getting more comfortable with dealing with that, both at the level of the everyday interaction on the street, in your neighborhood, as well as in a political sense of what can we do to make this a more socially just society. It's an extremely rewarding class to teach because I get to observe my students moving from a place where they feel very nervous and uncomfortable stepping into a high school classroom, and then at the end of the semester you can see just how much confidence they've gained and how good at teaching they are. I really learn from them as teachers. We invite the high school students to come to LUC at the end of the semester, and on that day we have students from LUC welcome them and explain to them what it means to study at a place like a university college, and they do this in all different languages. And so there'll be a young boy at the back of the auditorium who suddenly hears Portuguese being spoken in a formal educational environment, which is not his experience in the everyday. And when he sort of throws up his hands in excitement about that, seeing that kind of connection and sense of belonging in the room is really very special. Service learning is, of course, about serving the community, but the combination of academic study with the regular opportunity to apply that study hands-on in practice really makes the learning sink in a different way than it might in an ordinary learning environment. And I think the change of context and the requirement to really think on your feet is what makes that so powerful. By asking students to, on the one hand, have a scholarly view of migration and education systems and inequality, and at the same time step out of their comfort zone into a classroom where they have to connect with children who are living these changes just as we are in our classroom, that kind of controlled vulnerability or controlled chaos in the classroom is very instructive, because in the process of figuring out each day how to reach kids from all different backgrounds, you really learn about yourself and about how to connect with people who may be different from you or who may not be as different from you as you might have expected.